Hey guys, Anthony 4x4 Diesel. Sit tight, I'm not going to waffle on, I'm going to stop and start the video when I've got something to say. What this video is going to be is maximum information to answer questions, short and sweet. All the questions, all the information and questions from mainly those 4 videos, you know, the engine video, the part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. If you haven't seen those, go and watch those. Now, to answer the first question, somebody said, have you got a tool? Have you got a tool to clean the ports and that? You know, how do you get all that mess out? Now, this is why I keep saying, please guys, go back and watch the older videos. Go and look at our playlist, Injector Information. If you want maximum information, that's when you're going to do the job. You don't want to get caught out and end up with the old remanufactured injectors or the Chinese copies, whatever. That's why heaps of people every day buy injector kits from us, and all the answers to the questions are in the VIP group or in the kit. This is the dowel we use for cleaning the ports. It's a simple thing. If you don't want to get injectors off me and you want to do your own thing, whatever, that's fine as well. Happy to help, but obviously that's what I'm doing. I'm helping everybody, but I've got to give extra to my clients, and that's what I do. So if you're a client, you become a client by, for example, buying an injector kit. This injector kit dowel can be included in the kit. I'll give you some information, right? How long is it? I don't know. I haven't measured that. Let's get a ruler, I'll show you. I've got a few different lengths. It depends whether it's a 1KD or a Hilux, like, you know, whether it's a Prado or a 120 or a 150. That's 255 millimeters long, will do the job, right? But if you've got a 120 Prado, you might want to cut it longer because it gives you a bit more handle to work with. But then again, I'll show you some of these other ones that have come back. People put tech screw, because it is a lend really, you know, then we can send it to the next guy. You only need it once every 7 or 8 years, right? So you can put a tech screw in there. I've also had a gentleman send me back some of these, you know, so some sort of engineering, plastic, Teflon, whatever the case may be. And also with the tech screws in the end of them, that sort of thing, right? So different lengths and stuff. As I said, different lengths work on different, depending if it's a 120 or a 150 or a Hilux, but the 255 mil is generally the right length. Now you want to know the diameter, don't you? You want to know 16 mil if I remember correctly. So there's your answer to that question. Now, how do you use the dowel and how do you clean it? It's in other videos, but I'll just quickly tell you because people want quick. They're busy like me, you know. Funnily enough, I'm making the time to tell you this. But anyway, you grab your rag, nice thin rag like that. You need a thin one. You don't want a thick one because with the 16 mil and a thick rag, it won't fit down the port. Now you get your nice sharp blade and you cut down the side here, and you want to cut it around about 50 mil wide. I don't know if you can see what that looks like, but that's probably 60 or 70, but you know, about that wide, so that basically this one's not cut, but you're going to then, and you want it, you know, about, I don't know, 400 mil long, 300 mil long, so that you can then put it over the end of your dowel like that, right? And that won't work because I say it's all bunched up. That's why you got to cut it slim so it goes over. You don't spray product and everything down the hole, right? Depending how bad the hole is, generally not much goes down the hole, believe it. I know you're thinking it goes down the hole. You spray your degreaser on here, you know, what stuff, you know, the usual sort of, you know, spray can degreaser, that sort of stuff, right? You spray a little bit or get that just enough to get that wet, and then she goes down the port like that with a bit of a twist. At that point, you're probably not using your driver to spin it and polish it up, and you're going to bring it out. And sometimes what you can do, depending how bad, that one you might just throw it in the bin and then get another one. So there's a lot of, you know, cutting, chopping rags, and then you just, or you can just slide it along a little bit and then go again, or you can slide it along a little bit and go again, just as long as the muck, depending how bad it is, isn't falling back down. You don't want that, but generally it doesn't fall in the hole. It goes to the outsides of the hole, if you know what I mean. And by having it wet, not only is it cleaning, it picks up all the crap and gets it out. So that's the answer to that question. Okay, what tools do I need? What tools do I need? Well, there's a few basic tools you need, including a torque wrench, and it's included in other videos. I'm not going to repeat ourselves too much, but I just want to mainly tell you about this, and we've only used it on one job a little bit at this stage. So you can go and buy yourself a set of Sid Chrome like this. Obviously that one doesn't belong there, this one goes there, this is the one we use, that's another one, you know, different tool. We tried different things. We had a lot of different crowsfoots to try and see which are the best. I haven't actually used a kin chrome one, but looking at it, the profile looks thinner, which I like. So this one, we've ground it down a little bit to make a bit more room, and even with these ones we supply with the kit, we when we've got time we grind them. If we don't, you do. Okay, you don't have to. It just makes it a little bit more clearance there, and it's certainly taking off a millimeter or two isn't, you know, changing the strength we need to do the job. So to answer the question, what tool, you need a 17 mil crow's foot, you know, like this. This is the Toyota one. They're about 80 bucks, half-inch drive. Not really much good. It's only good for a quick half-inch drive. Crack it open at the valve cover. It's hard to get down the bottom. It's just a crappy tool. I wouldn't recommend that. This one, a bit thick, but I like the Sid Chrome. Just grind it down. You could probably even take a bit more than that. Check out the King Chrome ones, you might like that, or you can just buy our injector kit again, and we include that in the kit. All you've got to say is, can I please borrow a 17mm crow's foot? So we include the crow's foot, the dowel, red caps, you know, these sort of red caps type things, you know, to cap the common rail, because you need those to cap the common rail if you're going to clean the manifold. You might not clean the manifold, but if you've got the whole thing pulled apart, you don't know till you've sort of got it pulled apart, and you're doing when you're doing the injector job is the time to do the cleaning the manifold, or clean the manifold before, because the risk, as we've demonstrated in other videos recently, in those last 4 videos, part 1, 2, 3, 4, one of them shows the risk of contamination to the injectors when removing the pipes. So our injector kit, bada bing, includes this gear. Let's have a look in the box here quickly. So this is, I'll give you the part number, right? So ET1703, as you can see, EGT sensor socket set. Repco have got it on special at the moment. It's just rubbish, like you know, the retail's about $600, but anyway, they're about $100 a set. I'm not sure if that was a trade special or if you can get it, but it's got a 17mm in there that, depending, you know, it does work, you know, but between that, there's also this 17mm. What I like about it is, you can get your tool, when you're torquing it up, you can get your tool dead set straight over that. No offset, if you know what I mean. Not that the offset makes much difference, never had a problem, but it's just another option. If you've got a set of these, they may work, or if you want a set of these in your workshop or whatever, it's not a massive amount of money to outlay, but then as a DIY, if you're only going to use it once, you don't want to just be wasting $100 here, couple $100 on a torque. It just adds up, it's more money. You know, I mean, torque wrench is handy if you're going to do a lot of your work yourself, but you know, whatever. Like I said, that can be included. If you want to keep it, just say, hey, the crow's foot, I want to keep it. I'm just going to charge you like an extra $15 or something. What they, you know, $15, bang, you can keep it, right? But at the moment, with the kit, they're a lien. You're meant to return it. Some people return them, some don't. So we sort of allow about half on the price, if you know what I mean. Add on a $5, or depends how many are coming back. We've got hundreds out there. Heaps of people buy injector kits. Heaps of people get that tool. Heaps don't as well, but not many come back. Can you please return the red caps, the dowel, the crow's foot? And that leads me to the next question that's come up quite a bit lately. Oh, how do I buy an injector kit from you? You know, I can't, where's the link to buy this and that? So I'll say it again. The E-jar gaskets, all the small bits and pieces, like, you know, these gaskets, and these gaskets, and, you know, we've got them all here. It's all part of, this is right here is where I unpack, check all the parts, and repack your parts, the injector kit. So we've got it all here, but I'm very busy, guys. Just hear what I'm saying. I'm doing as much as I can for everyone, right? But I'm very busy. Happy to help, and if you listen carefully and help me help you, we can be more efficient and more productive, and hopefully be able to help you out. But at the moment, we can't just sell these separately. You know, they're, say, I don't know, $8 each or whatever. There's a whole heap of gaskets, put it together. You know, it's probably 50, 60, 70, $80 worth, whatever, depending what we put in there. I can't just spend time. If I did that for everyone, I'd be packing 100 a day. I haven't got time to do it, unfortunately. So what I have done for the small items like that, there's a video. There's at least one video. I think there's 2 videos detailing all the part numbers, and you can just go and get them at your local Toyota dealer, and they'll love you for it. Or you can just, you know, if you're doing the EGR, in most cases, a lot of cases, you sort of need injector. You're at that point. It's discovery now. Anyway, I can't do the you know, EGR type intake gaskets separately. I can include those with a BFE kit. So you know the BFE kit, the water pump time about oil retention. So that big front engine kit, I can include them with that. I could probably even include them with the front wheel bearing hub assemblies. You know, we've got those, you know, Prado. We've even got Hilux, not as many on the shelf, but we've got starting to keep a few of those on the shelf ready to go. Bit of a shortage of bolts at the moment. There's always a shortage of something, guys. So plan in advance. Now, this is what I want to tell you while we're on the how do I buy kit subject, just quickly. I'll remind you, I only work school hours, right? And that means I only work school hours. There's a lot of other aspects in the business and a lot of different aspects to the business. So think I only work school hours. So try not to text me, ring me, or anything outside school hours. Now, the next most important thing is Monday is the day I've dedicated for parts, okay? So I can't just do parts every day, work on cars every day, inspect cars every day, all the things we do, you know, do the accounting every day, I can't just do everything every day. So Monday is the day I've dedicated for parts. I've said it before, if you're urgently desperate because you're in one of our workshop, you know, customers, whatever, and you got a job and you need it, we'll do what we can to help you out, of course. And everybody knows we really get things out quickly. It's the best customer service you'll find on the planet. But sometimes we're not going to be able to do that. That's why it's important. And the people that watch these videos and gather this information, they're the ones they're not going to have a problem because they're listening. The ones that switched off 3 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, sorry, we can't help them, but we're not talking to them because they're gone, right? So school hours, Monday. Remember Melbourne time. If you're in WA, look, you can text me at midnight Sunday if you like, because for you it's at 9 p.m. and you're Sunday night 9 p.m. You're thinking about your injectors, but you don't want to. You can text me Sunday night 9 p.m. Okay, the phone's on silent. Do not disturb. I'm in bed asleep probably, or not looking at that phone, so it just doesn't matter. Just text me what you need to know. But I'll give you the information now. Go and have a look at the video that was released a few weeks ago. Who knows when that was in relation to this video, but it's called Maximum Latest Inject Information, or Maximum Inject Information, How to Purchase Injector Kits. We've got a playlist, How to Buy My Kits. Go and check out those videos. So all the information, so then you know what to do, and you've seen the videos. It shows you what all the components in the kit, and you can say, I want everything except a suction control valve. And if you've got a 150 Prado or 09 onwards that's got the long one already, you just say, I don't need the suction control valve, or I want everything except I don't want the molly coat. I got that when I got the BFE kit off you, or I've already got that. Or the shorter list. Text me what you don't want, but please with detail, so we get it right the first time, as we do. Otherwise, I'm just going to be asking you these questions, which just, it becomes time consuming, which is why I'm doing the time now to try and explain. So Monday from 8 a.m. is when I'll be picking up the phone, going, okay, who's there? First in, best dressed sort of thing, right? And I'm going to put it back to you. I'm very busy, lots of text messages. Some days I'll get bombed with 40 or 50 text messages. Once I read it, the red dot's gone. It could go down. Yes, I need help, but I'm not taking help. I'm doing it myself so that it stays done properly. Okay, so please help me. All right. If I don't get back to you by midday or even 10 a.m, feel free. If you've texted me at 8 a.m, 8:30, 9:30, please remind me again at 10, 10:30, 11, whatever you need to. Say, hey, Anthony, you're there, you know? And if you don't get a response, maybe I'm on holidays. Maybe it's a public holiday. Think about that. So if it is a public holiday on a Monday, I won't be doing, all you might get from me is, mate, sorry, it's a public holiday. Can you remind me again Tuesday? I'm going to put it back to you, okay? So take note of public holidays. Now, basically, we do take breaks a lot. I do work a lot. I do too many hours and all that, so I'm going to take a lot of time off, especially this year. In 2021, while we're not locked down, I'm out of here. So take note. It doesn't mean I'm here or not, but I'm just on break anyway. I won't be responding, or you'll be getting a remind me next month sort of message. At the moment, if you want to purchase parts, now's a good time, okay? So if I've got my dates right, let's hope I have, what are we in now? We're in March, okay? So from Tuesday the 9th, okay? That's actually a couple of days away from now. I'm making this video right now, Sunday. This is what I'm doing on a Sunday for you. Anyway, it's all good. And I appreciate your support. So I help you, you help me, I help you, you help me, and that's awesome, right? Then the 15th, Monday the 15th or Monday the 22nd. So any of those 3 weeks, if you need to save up, if you can get it done by the 15th or the 22nd, that's awesome. If you absolutely have to, the 29th, but if we can try and avoid the 29th. And then to be quite honest, I'm taking most of April off. I'll be in and out, a couple of little trips here and there, but most of April I'll be taking off. If you need parts in April, the week of the 12th, I may be able to help you, but don't rely on it. You might have to wait till the next week, the 19th. Definitely the 19th and the 20th of April, I can help you out with parts. So hopefully you watch this video. 19th and the 20th of April, 100% I can help you out with parts then, okay? And then, of course, we'll be back on deck as per usual in May, you know, so you can do, look, the 3rd and the 4th are maybe at the start of May. I'm not sure about that one, but definitely the 10th, the 17th and the 24th are the main ones, the main 3 Mondays in May to get your parts purchases sorted out. The 31st of May, can't help you with that, right? It's not going to be happening, okay? And then we're going to take probably an even bigger break, long service leave we're going to call it. I need a big rest because I've been working way too hard, so I'm doing this video with nothing in the picture to inform you, and I suppose for the people that hang around, let's discuss these groups, okay? And we're going to go back to some Q&A of the information and questions, but this is big questions that keep coming up in text, on Facebook groups, and on the YouTube channel. So let's go through this. This is not every group we've got, okay? But these are the relevant ones to understanding and maintaining your vehicle. So the Prado Hospital, I've said before, that's the workshop related stuff. So that's something, you may learn stuff from that page, sharing information to help you, or information to help you understand when the Prado hospital, when the workshop's open. And the Prado Hilux 1KD injectors, that's more to do with parts. So injectors and the other parts, kits, information, when you can purchase those parts or not, and how you do it. This sort of information we're talking about now. So I'll probably put this video in all the groups, all right? So you can understand. Oz Prado crew, only Australian Prado owners, quality group, quality not quantity. Same with the Hilux group, Oz for Australia. Now, if you're overseas and around, we know there's a lot of people from all around the world watching. 1KD FTE, injectors and engine, anything injectors and engine related, okay? And there's a whole heap of mechanics, technicians and whatever in there. I think they're mainly there to learn, not help. I don't take that personally. I know some people are there to help, but I know there's heaps of people that answer the questions. They go, yep, I'm a manager, run the workshop, I'm an apprentice, or I'm a mechanic, or I'm a diesel fitter, and I don't see much help for people that ask questions. So, but that's cool because they're all busy, right? Then you can select your engine and be in your particular engine group. Okay, it all started off with, 1KD for every crew, and then we said, well, we might as well have, whatever, and then there they are, the 4 main engines in Prados. The VIP group, that's clients only. Don't bother trying to join. You need to answer the questions and put your name that you purchase your parts, and if you haven't done that, you're not going to get approved, so there's no point even wasting your time. Automotive channel, that's what you're on now. We've also got a touring channel, so we can split if you don't want to know about the touring information, the Australian Outback, the trips, there's a lot of videos there that you can follow to organise your own trips. Tells you about tracks you shouldn't go on, stay away from, or if you want to challenge and you want to bust something, you can go there. We're going to do a day trip for people that are, it doesn't really matter. We're going to do a day trip actually tomorrow. Some really hard tracks. There's going to be a heap of entertainment where we test out some of the Prados, those people that want to risk it for the biscuit. So that'll be quite a lot of entertainment on 4x4 Touring Australia. Somebody asked the question, does it matter what grease to stop the dust? No, it doesn't matter. I prefer to use rubber grease because you're putting on rubber and it works well. I just like rubber grease. It's red, you can see it, you can see where you've applied it. Somebody said, wouldn't the moldy coat be better? Moldy coat's expensive, it's about 30 bucks a tube for 100 grams. So I would say no, because A, you can't see it. It'll do the job, but it's going to get expensive because of the amount you need to use. I would use rubber grease, but you can use any sort of thick type wheel bearing grease, not stuff that's going to melt when it gets hot type thing. So again, the rubber grease ticks the box. In relation to the videos on that vehicle we're working on, another engine all but dead, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. Some people have commented they had the same problem with other vehicles. Spot on. It's not, Toyotas or anything like that. It's very similar with all these diesel injectors in all these engines. Somebody says, so if these washers are supposed to be replaced periodically, after how many Ks do they need to be replaced on a regular service vehicle that gets used daily? The answers are all in the other videos, in those playlist injector information. I'll just quickly answer again. Toyota say every 40,000 Ks, they meant to come out to check the valve clearances and replace them is the correct procedure. People don't do it that way. They rarely check valve clearances. When they do, they bend the fuel pipes back, contaminate your injectors, rip the valve cover off, all the dirt falls into the injectors again. They put their feeler gauge in there and find they're not out because they're never out. That's why I say don't do this. So my recommendation is about 150 to 200,000 Ks. Watch the other videos for more detailed information. Somebody says, how much roughly for an injector kit for a high ace? Unfortunately, we're that busy, we can't do high aces, we can't do any other vehicles. I do like to say I can provide diesel injectors for any vehicle, but we're just that busy. It's Prado Hilux 1KD only. We are currently supplying 1KZ injectors. It's not a big injector kit, it's injectors and glow plugs when we can get them, but they are hard to get because I've made them very popular. Anyway, how much for an injector kit for a high ace? Look, you need to watch the video again. Those videos will talk about buying our kits. Yeah, I'll show you. This is what I'm talking about, right? So playlists. You just go to playlists. We've got service purchase inspection. We've got this vehicle we're working on, 4 videos in that playlist. We've got cracked pistons, injector, fuel filter, how to buy my kits. You won't get that one. See, it's got a little chain link on it. That's a private one. That's VIP type stuff. In there, 35 videos, right? And a lot more in the VIP group. EJAR cleaning information, 41 videos. DTC scanner info, 16 videos. I spent the time to group them all for you. Review for you, that's when we look at products and we go, people need to know this is good, or people need to know this is crap, or whatever, and we do the review for you. Suspension information, 32 videos. Diagnostics, 16 videos. I think we do DTC scanner info, a bit different to diagnostics, okay. BFE timing at water bump, 17 videos. Don't worry about the sea spray pool one, you won't find that either. That's another disaster. There you go, that's all I'm going to say. Battery information, antennas, rear axle, brakes, suction control valve. The main one was, what was it? Where was it called? How to buy my kits. Here it is. How to buy my kits. 24 videos. So you go and watch that playlist, and you'll learn how to watch the video, how to buy the videos, and how much kits are and all that. Because I'll give you price estimations in the kit. I can't give you an exact price till I know exactly what you need. Okay. So most common price most people pay for injector kit. Here we go. I don't know, $27.50. 25.30, 28.38, 26.95, so somewhere between $2.5 to $3 grand, like I said in the video. If you've got the short suction control valve, add that on. Again, depends if it's a Prado or Hilux, and you know, the Prado or the Hilux or the, I'm just repeating myself because I'm getting distracted. Depends what if you got the short one or not. Yeah, Prado Hilux, they're different. So about 3 to 450, 350 for about 396, 440. At the moment, they're again a bit hard to come by, and you got to pay extortion to get them sometimes. The genuine proper ones. Somebody said bloody good video. Not many have the guts to do this. It's called biggest mistake on a diesel. So check that out. Could be good because he said so. A quick little tip: Coles. If you're in Australia, Coles has got these first aid kits. I thought it was a pretty good one for $30, you know. Let me know if I got ripped off, but if you have a look at the kit, what's in there, you can pause this if you like and have a look. I'm not a doctor or nurse, so the problem is we need someone that knows what to do with all this gear as well. But, you know, carry a first aid kit even if you don't know what to do with it. I suppose we've got to do a little course on what to do with it. Okay, somebody's asked, who can I contact in Sydney? I'm in Sutherland Shire. Now, look, only for the people that hung around. Please don't annoy this guy and waste his time. This is the problem. We've got limited people who recommend, because I don't recommend people just because they said they're good or they've got a flash, I don't know, Facebook page, and they've got an awesome dyno tuner and they've got an awesome name and they can do videos, how many horsepower and PSI boost and all that, right? You know, we need to know that it's a kind of small operation so you can keep the consistency, and they need to speak at the same language, if you know what I'm saying. So, look, you need to Google Select Mobile Mechanics if you're around Sydney. We've got a couple of other guys as well. There's also Nick, what's his business name? I can't remember. He's up at the north end, Mona Vale type area. And there's a few other guys which I can't remember. So if they don't come to mind, obviously they're not that important. You know what I mean? Why go third best, fourth best, fifth best? Just stick with the best. But Martin is very busy. If you're going to find his number, Martin from Select Mobile Mechanics, please only send him a text message with your name, with your vehicle details, like what I ask you to do to me. Always only text with send a text message. We don't use Messenger, right? At the right times, you know, for him, business hours, I'd probably say morning's better. There's no point texting someone when you finish work at 5 because they're finished too. If everybody does that, you know, it's just not going to work out. Please try and understand. I'm trying to help you understand, trying to help you, help us, help you. So please text him, put your name, put your vehicle, and just say, you know, Anthony's recommended you, and I'm just wondering when you could do this or not, and whatever you need to know. Some text messages, not because phone calls, they burn up a lot of time. I'd love to be able to speak to everyone. Used to be able to do that. Unfortunately, can't happen anymore. Anyway, I've waffled on long enough, haven't I? I said I wasn't going to do that. I stopped and started and all that, but it's all information you seem to need me to keep providing, because a lot of people miss it. And big thanks to the guys that do watch the videos and get all the information. And some people are just awesome. They just, you know, not Monday morning, 9 o'clock on the dot, you know, bing, bing. It's awesome, right? So that is thumbs up to you. Appreciate that. And what we can do then is I can reply, you know, you let me know what you need. I can reply with information. Hopefully you've already watched those videos. So if you watch this video, then you know to watch the video that's relevant to you, whether it's the suspension. I suggest you go watch the whole playlist. There's so much suspension information. There's a lot more than what I've put there. But if you watch all of that, you'll have probably 70 to 80% minimum of what's relevant to you and your vehicle, and help you make a decision whether you want twin tubes, monotubes, a combination, remote reservoirs. You might even be able to make a fair spring selection from that, you know. And also text me a photo of your vehicle if you can. Really, if you want to book your vehicle into the Prado, send me a photo so I know what I'm looking at. That'll be helpful. And if you want suspension, the photo of the vehicle from the front with the bonnet open, and from the rear with the back door open, so I can see your roof rack, your rear bar, your drawers, your fridge, your cargo barrier, all this sort of stuff, you know, your heavy duty side steps, your batteries, your bull bar, your winches. List it for suspension. But anyway, I've gone on long enough. I've given you a heap of information. I hope that is helpful for both of us. Please give us the thumbs up like always. Please keep watching all the videos to the end, and then play the playlist overnight while you're in bed asleep. Just put it on silent so that I can make some money from this YouTube channel and do even more better videos for you. And I'll be doing more videos than anything else and get you guys educated. Encyclopedia motor vehicle. Guys, again, thanks for watching. Please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the bell on. And awesome if you watch this video, because you know what are you looking at? How boring. It's just information. Thanks guys, see you.